Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing? This is our week 7 NFL Sunday Rise. We've we're hard into week 7 now. The Saints kicked it off horribly. Um, so week 7 NFL Sunday Rise, we got a good lineup for you guys today. Let's see. We have our man that pays all the bills, Mr. Boss BJ, with us in the studio this morning. We also have our and wait, what's in that cup?
Mushroom coffee.
Mushroom coffee. He's about to
Hello.
be highly caffeinated,
That's
highly caffeinated,
that's right.
high and caffeinated. Okay, I don't know. Um,
Both separately but together.
Separately and together, yeah. We just had our Midnight Rider. He was in here. He just popped out. I'm sure he'll be back in just a second. We are all filling in for, the big guy KG, who is still under the weather. So hopefully, next week he'll be back, or possibly sometime during the week he'll be back. Um, However, he's definitely trying to take care of himself because once you hit that hill, it's kind of all downhill. So you got to slow down on that.
Who you telling,
So
man?
I,
That hill is pretty going up. It's pretty going up, and then you get to the top, and it's just a cliff.
just short, long walk off a short cliff.
Very short, very short. I'm talking about when you get to the top, you can't even enjoy the scenery. You just stepping. There's nothing there, and you do one of them Charlie Brown tumbles right down the hill.
I'll find out about it probably next year. Uh, find out about it next year. We got our my other favorite junkie, Mr. Ben, the Midnight Rider. How you doing this morning?
Connection issues, baby. Gets the best of us.
It's okay, cause me and the damn mute button keep going.
Yeah, so I missed the open of everything. Trying to get back.
It's okay. We're here for you. We're waiting for you.
And
So
when y'all see me do this right here, that's me staring my router down. That's this little look right here. I'm looking right at it. Like you keep playing with me, you're gonna have issues.
giving it that church mama look.
There you go. There you go. You keep playing with me.
Ben, what you got in your cup this morning?
This morning I'm just starting with some tea, but that'll get a little infusion later on. I just want to start slow.
Well, I mean, BJ and I already started out with the mushroom coffee. So
If that works for you, I'm with it.
I just have my coffee, my Folgers, and I'm good. So we're gonna jump right on into this NFL Week 7. So we got the Chiefs and the 49ers. Uh, with last week's game, did the 49ers kind of catapult themselves into the Super Bowl, into, you know, beyond playoff contingency? Like, are they, destined for the Super Bowl this year? We're gonna get started with Ben, and B, you can round it out.
Man, absolutely not. Um, they just gave up the house for Christian McCaffrey, and one the Panthers overpaid for Christian McCaffrey when they gave him his contract extension. Um, but here's the issue, and you know this is my opinion. I love Kyle Shanahan, and right now, if you look at the NFC, the Eagles are far and above the rest of the NFC. We don't really know what Dallas is, but the 49ers are up there too. Not as quite as where the Eagles are, before they had Christian McCaffrey. I just think I like the way Shanahan calls his games, his plays, uses his weapons. So now he got another weapon in Christian McCaffrey. Fine, if he can stay healthy. My issue is they still have Jimmy G. That's my issue. Is we're not talking about a quarterback that's going to win you games. We're talking about somebody that's barely a game manager, right? So with that being said, I see an Eagles 49ers NFC Championship game right now. I just don't see. I mean, Dallas is always a threat because you don't know what Dallas brings to the table. New York, I know New York, the Giants are 5-1. I don't really think they're serious once the fire hits the pot. I think they'll clear out. I could be wrong. I don't think so. They got their own quarterback issues. But for the 49ers, I like them anyway before Christian McCaffrey. I don't think Christian McCaffrey going to the 49ers, like, oh my God, they're clear Super Bowl favorites now. They're still in the same spot to me. Like if they were I don't know what they are on the power rankings, but if they were 8 in the power rankings, they're 9 now. It's just like that didn't do anything for me. So, far as this game, I'll let Ben give his thoughts on the 49ers and their new look, and then I'll come back and give my thoughts on the game as far as the over-under and the score and everything. What you got, Midnight Rider?
I'm having issues all morning. I'm putting wrong numbers in the chat. McCaffrey. I can't believe they got a 2, a 3, a 4, and another. I think that pick next year in the 5th. So that tells me one or two things. They ended up in a bidding war with the Rams, and they just said, I'm tired of losing out on people to the Rams and watching them win with them, so I'm going to go get them. Does it make them Super Bowl contenders? I mean, like you said, boss, they already been contenders. So the only thing they did was just add another running back that likes to get hurt to the mix on this team because all their running backs get hurt. So it's kind of like just the inevitable. I do like the little backstory that McCaffrey now playing for a team that his dad played for. So that's kind of nice. Nice little hallmark moment, if you want to call it that. But other than that, I don't know, man. I don't think it makes them better that much. I think they get a slight uptick, but I mean, it depends on how long he stays healthy. Lady C?
I got nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing. I've never been a fan of the 49ers. Like, I would just watch different players, keep out on different players, and hell, them players ain't playing no more. So I'm just whatever they do, is what they do. But as far as their game today, you have 49ers versus the Chiefs. I want to say their over-under is 48.5. And the 49ers are 1.5 favorite. So I want to say they have. Are they healthy? Is the full team? I'm pretty sure the full team is not healthy. Because they're never, no 53-man roster is going to be ever fully healthy. And out there playing. So I couldn't find their injury report. Because I got sidetracked by coffee, and ran out of time. So, Mr. Ben, what you got with this game today?
So game wise, I mean it's the Chiefs, so I definitely think it's going to be an over, and I think the Chiefs are getting 1.5 or giving up 1.5. So I know they'll cover the spread. This is probably going to be a field goal type of ball game. It's going to be interesting to see who the Chiefs use to run the football. They've been going in and back and forth between Edwards-Helaire and McKinnon. So depending on who gets the bulk of those carries is going to kind of determine how much they score. I think Edwards-Helaire kind of slows the ball game down, whereas McKinnon kind of gives them that uptick and a little bit more of an upbeat offense. And I think they move the ball and they're more explosive with McKinnon.
Yeah, I think Mahomes has really kind of found his groove, or he's close to getting into his groove. So I'll, be pulling for the Chiefs on this one. They're going to cover it. I think the Chiefs are going to get that. I think they're going to get at least 3. I'm gonna put them as favorite by 3. So Chiefs got my bid. What you got, BJ?
I'm surprised the 49ers are favored. Are they're home?
No, it's the Chiefs -1.5.
The Chiefs are favorite. Okay. The 1.5 is still surprising. You still got Patrick Mahomes. You got Kelsey, and I'm gonna say this all year with them. They don't have that super quick strike anymore because they don't have Tyreek Hill. But the way they can still move that ball up and down the field is still it tops in the league. And I told you I always like how the 49ers are coached. I like how Cal calls the plays, but I don't see them getting in a shootout, a back and forth with Kansas City. I see Kansas City winning that and pulling away. And, we ended up with maybe like a 31-20 score, going Kansas City's way. I just don't feel like that offense, even with the newly acquired Christian McCaffrey, and I love Deebo Samuel, but it's only so much you can do when you have limitations at quarterback. And I'm not trying to take a nasty crap on Jimmy G. He's just not Patrick Mahomes. We're not going to get Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes back and forth where anytime when these kids touch the ball, they can score on an instant. That's not what this game is going to be. I think you're going to see, like you always see, a prepared, well-coached 49ers team come out, and if they win, would I be surprised? No, I wouldn't be. But at the same time, I just don't think they can keep up with Kansas City. So I'm gonna say 31-24 Kansas City.
All right. Moving on. So this is I want to say KG's favorite person. His favorite love-hate team, secret down low. You're my little secret team. 4-page letter, straight Aaliyah style. The Cowboys versus Lions. He is going to kill me. But, it's a whole, you're my little secret. That's how we should keep it. All that good, mushy, down low, back alley love story between Kevin and his favorite Cowboys. Cowboys and Lions today. So Dak is back. He has recovered and healed from his thumb fracture injury. So he's back after 5 weeks. Now the thing is, Rush is going to go back to he's going to drop back to his second.
Don't come in here now. Don't come in here now.
Go back to being sick.
Don't go back in. Go lay down. Go crawl under the covers. Don't come in here now.
Go lay down.
No. I just wanted to say one thing. Nope. I just wanted to say one thing. I hate the Cowboys, and I'm done.
We know.
But the thing is, he hates the Cowboys, right? But he won't show his face today because he knows he's excited for Dak to come back. He got his gear and stuff on. Now all of a sudden you're not available. It's not a coincidence. Dak Prescott come back, you're not available for the show. Like, he can't even contain his excitement. I'm sorry, Swamp Queen, for interrupting.
Like he's got the S on his chest, like the C on his chest, like with the star and everything. So like He walking around, he could just pull it open like Superman.
He was doing what Michael Irvin was doing the other day. The defense. Oh, the Dallas defense, baby. He was right with Michael Irvin. He was like, that's right. That's my defense, baby.
Baby. He gonna get us. He gonna cuss us out so hard. I don't think
so I guess since KG's on bed rest with his Prescott jersey on under his Cowboy comforter, the game, let's see what's this, looks like the line is Cowboys -7, over under is 48.5. I feel like the only team that the lines look good against was the Commanders, which is not saying a whole lot. Then with this team, I don't know. Dak being back, I almost feel like they may get away from what they established as an identity, which was their run game, running behind Pollard, running behind Elliott. So if they can keep themselves contained and run the ball and not put too much pressure on Dak, I think the Cowboys win this, but I think the Lions cover the spread. So I'd take, in the Vegas situation, I'd take the Lions in the +7, and I think this is going to hit the under. I don't think there's going to be a lot of offense because I think Dallas's defense has been way better and more explosive than I thought they were going to be.
Agreed. And that was going to be the point I made. You don't know. Of course, Dak's coming back. At one point, the Lions were the highest scoring team in the league. So, and it's, I feel bad for the Lions and their fans and stuff because, yeah, they look good against Commanders. Yeah, they scored some points and lost some close games, and then they look like the Lions a couple games. It just is what it is. But it's so much uncertainty on the Dallas sideline because, you know, we talked about that game Dak got hurt, and we was wondering if he was hurt during the game because he looked really bad during that game. So, you know, you start Cooper right, and if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you got to be excited because while Dak was out, you won. You didn't lose pace. You technically, the Eagles are still in front of you, but you still can reach out and touch them. So if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, the situation you're in now with your starting quarterback coming back, awesome, right? I think, and I agree with the Midnight Rider, that Dallas defense, my God, I'm about to be like Michael Irvin over here. The way they get to the quarterback that's elite. So you got a limping Detroit Lions team coming in town, and then you got the Dallas defense. I think just that on alone, they're going to give the offense field position, the ball back enough to score. Is this going to be? I think this is going to be a old-fashioned shootout. I think this is going to be one of those 24-17 Dallas wins. You know, they look sloppy on offense, but the defense and got the ball back so many times. The Lions going 3 and out that Dallas has no choice but to score and put points on the board. So give me Dallas today. I'll take the 7 in Dallas. I don't think they'll cover the over. But give me 7 in Dallas. And watch my luck. It's going to be 53-52 Dallas. It's going to be a shootout today.
I mean, you know, well, my question is like, because Rush went 4-1 during those 5 weeks. Like, he finally lost last week, you know, and it was some simple mistakes. It wasn't like the better team won because Dallas should have really won that game. But does that come in and keep that momentum? Can they still keep it? Can he keep up with it? Because you know Dak is either going to be, you know, first half or second half present, like it, you know, and then we have that infamous third quarter choke from Dak. So is he going to come in and keep that momentum? Definitely not worried about the Cowboys' defense. Their defense has always, for as long as I can remember, um, their defense has always been great. Um, like the Lions have a few people out today, um, two wide receivers and a running back, and then the Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, he is expected to play today. So that's really the bane of their injury list, for both teams, with the Lions having a few more key players or whatever.
It looked like the Lions got 10 people on the injury report. 5 are out and 5 are questionable.
Yeah,
So Dallas got one person, and like Swan Queen say, is we talking about week
Dallas has
7.
a few. They have a few more, but everyone is, they got like linemen, that's
Mm-hmm.
out, and they come a dime a dozen. So we're not too much worried about them. Shit, they can put the damn water boy in on defense and still make it, and they'll be good. But my big question is, can Dak come in and keep that same momentum, following his backup that stood in for him and really took control?
I think the
Like,
momentum gets held as long as the play caller doesn't get cute. As long as the play caller just keeps cooking what he's been cooking the last couple of weeks, let Dak get into the flow of the game slowly, um, not make this a pass first offense and keep it as a run first offense as they've been the last 5 weeks, they'll be absolutely fine. And with this explosive defense, I mean, the problem is they got playmakers everywhere. The kid Donovan Wilson, you have Parsons, you have Diggs, you name it, they've got somebody explosive on that level of the defense. So that's why I think the biggest difference with this Dallas defense is it's not being good or bad. It's the number of playmakers, the number of explosive guys that they have coming at you. So that's where the difference is with this defense over years past.
and see, and how long is Dak gonna play in the game? Because he said he's gonna start. So does Rush come in, um, you know, at third quarter, or is that gonna play the full game?
No, I think once they cleared him to come back, this is Dak Prescott's team. He's still the better quarterback, the better passer. Even though Cooper Rush went 4-1, Dak is still head over heels the better passer, the better QB, and is always gonna give you the better chance to win. Now, you know, what a game to come back against the Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming back against the Eagles, or you come back against the Lions. There's a little bit more wiggle room for error. So I would not be surprised if he throws the ball 40 times just to get him back in a rhythm. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we know how the Dallas offense and Mike McCarthy gets, and they get cute. But if I'm Mike McCarthy and I want to get Dak back in a rhythm, so because he still got to gel with what he had. Remember, he still, he only played that one game. They didn't have Amari Cooper. He got a new, couple new faces on the receiving core. So that still has to gel. We talking about week 7. Dak is still basically in week 1, basically week 1.5. So he got to get his rhythm going. He got to get his conditioning up, game conditioning. I'm pretty sure he's in good shape, but he still got it. I wouldn't be surprised to see 40 passes. I really wouldn't, just to get Dak back in rhythm. Um, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I would not be surprised though. Trust me.
I mean, I think, across the board, we can all, we're all going to pull for the Cowboys today. Like, we can appreciate, we don't hate the Cowboys, like Kevin loves them, but, we can appreciate, what they have. Oh, you have a cat? That's creepy. Why do we have a creepy cat? Okay. Hi, kitty. Kitty soft paws. But, um, we're all, in agreement of the Cowboys today. You are horrible. But we're gonna go ahead into our next one. So we got the Ravens and the Browns today. And which, we have the old Browns versus the new Browns, which is basically the old Ravens and the new Browns. Like, so, you know, what's our take on this? Ben, what's our take on this?
You can't let anybody from Cleveland ever hear you say that. They're not the old Ravens. They are the Cleveland Browns and the Cleveland Browns. They're only the Cleveland Browns for those people. For them, I'm just telling
But
you
it
what they
is what it
think.
is.
Telling
Yeah,
you what
that's
they
what they
think.
think.
They
I
made
mean,
sure.
whatever helps them sleep better at night. But I'm gonna sleep the same way with my ass in the air so they can kiss it. So
Okay.
it is what it is.
So back to what we were saying, like, um, every time. All right. So this is going to be a low scoring ball game. The problem the Ravens have is J.K. Dobbins is back on the injury report. I think he's out for about 4 to 6 weeks with a knee injury. They do get Gus Edwards back, which is one of their less explosive backs, but he's consistent. Looks like the line is -6.5 for the Ravens. Over under is 45.5. The gambler would say take the under, and I take the Browns because I think the Ravens are on a stretch right now where the the Ravens has lost their last three, maybe the last four at home, something crazy, and they've lost big leads late. So I think they might just get in their own heads again and just I don't know. They've been losing ball games um, late, and it's uncharacteristic of them, but that's just how it's been playing out lately. So I'm gonna go with the trend for right now. I'm not even gonna go with a do theory. I'm gonna go with the trend. So that's the only reason I think the Browns cover this.
The Browns and the Ravens. And Midnight Rider, I agree with you. It's like, um, you know, the mistakes Lamar is making is definitely uncharacteristic of him. But I know that we're talking about the Browns on the other end. And they got a hell of a running. I think Chubb leads the league in rushing, doesn't he?
I'll double
Uh
check.
I cannot believe I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna take the Browns today too. I'm gonna take the Browns today. We, of course, the Ravens' miscues begins with Lamar Jackson. He just made some mistakes over the last couple weeks, and yeah, he of course he played Josh Allen in that period, and they lost that lead to Miami. But I don't know what's going on with Lamar, and I've always liked the Cleveland Brown defense as far as containing Lamar. I mean, Lamar's going to do what he do regardless. He's just a special player. But I love Garrett and the boys and the Browns defense to contain him. Give me the Browns today. Give me the under. Give me the Browns today. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. And hopefully this ain't one of them weeks where my picks go up in flames because you know that's been happening an awful lot. But give me the Browns today.
I don't have much. Um, the Ravens, they have Bateman, he's questionable today. And J.K. Dobbins, he's out with his knee injury. Um, but on the Brown side, Amari Cooper, he will play today. Um, from his injury, he will, sources are saying that he will play today. So, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with the Browns too. I'm gonna take everything for the Browns today. Uh, I have my own little joke for the Browns, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I've already gotten the comment that HR will be calling me today.
You
Um,
better leave the Browns people alone. You better leave them Browns people
and
alone.
yeah, and they can have a cup of my brown. Um,
You ain't leading the pack. I'm reading big. he leads the pack. Look, it's week 7 on these picks. Okay, calm down. All right, you sit there snuggled up in your Dallas jersey, in your Dallas cologne. I think the Dallas cologne is called Failure. I think.
It's
But
Eau de Toilette.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Because their Superdome is shaped like a toilet. It opens up like a toilet.
Okay. Yeah, hey, man.
Look,
This
I
could
said
be
I was going to try to be nice. I
This
said
could be
I was going to
stand-up comedy right
try.
here. Like
You know,
we should this is exclusive content right here. Like this is you want to laugh. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you lead the pack. You lead the pack now. We all know what happened to your picks at the end of the year. You know, we all know. So you know, you keep throwing them pennies out there and hoping for a prayer.
like dang, for somebody who's sick, they sure got a lot to say today.
A lot.
Oh, bless it. But we about to, we about to make him happy. We're gonna go ahead and jump into his game, what he, desperately loves and all that good stuff. So just for Kev, one good time. Boom. That's it. That's all he's getting today.
Commanders.
So Packers versus Commanders. It's their homecoming weekend. They Wentz is out. He's still out. So Heineke, is playing for him, in his place. Dotson is out with a ham. Well, he's questionable. So we'll see what he has.
He's officially out.
He's out. Okay, officially out. On the Packers side, you got two of their key players out, Cobb and Watson. So, and then you have Aaron freaking Rodgers. And I'm gonna keep saying it because it's Aaron freaking Rodgers. He hadn't been doing too damn good lately. But, that's the GOAT versus Heineke. I'm going to pull for the Packers today. HR is really going to kill me. I may lose my job, but I'm definitely going to put the right hand up for the Packers. Because it's just that's just how it's gonna be. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers may get sacked a couple of times. Heineke will have his strokes of genius, but the Packers are gonna pull this out today. Ben, what you got?
The worst thing ever is that thing I keep seeing scrolling across the bottom that says homecoming weekend. Like, ever since they started this, it's been a joke. Like, just do it and just not say nothing. Like, just keep it in the background. Like, it doesn't make the fans happier. Like, you're not getting anything out of this. And it shouldn't even be a thing where you got to invite your old players back. Like, that door should be open the whole time. So it shouldn't even be a surprise that guys are back. Guys are sitting with younger players and giving them wisdom and doing a mentor thing. Like, that should be expected. And that's what I think is the most disappointing part of this whole thing is like you have these forced encounters instead of it happen naturally. That's my soapbox for homecoming weekend. I apologize. To the game. Like you said, you get Heineke back starting. In some regards, you get some of the playbook back because he knows the full balance of the offense, but you also lose a portion of it when it comes to the deep ball. So there's going to be some struggles. I think the line should have a good time against this Green Bay offensive line because they've been getting exposed the last 2 weeks. But then, I mean, you do have Aaron Rodgers, And if you go quarterback versus quarterback, Aaron Rodgers wins this all the time. So I'm actually picking the Commanders to win. And I think it's going to be just above the over, which is 41.5. I think we're going to get into that 2024 range with this ball game. And it's really going to be whoever has the ball last is going to lose it, not going to win it. The team with the ball last actually loses this ball game.
Man, so much to unpack here. Just a quick thing on the homecoming weekend. The former players of this team have been complaining about how they've been treated since forever. So, like the Midnight Riders say, when you have a team this rich in tradition, history, and championship, that door should always be open for your former players to come in and, because they know that championship pedigree. They know what it takes to win. They know what it takes. And that type of stuff, when you see guys like Riggins and Darryl Green and Manley and Doug Williams come in, that aura can rub off a little bit. So those, I won't call it a joke. It's because it's nice to see those guys come, but it's a good laugh. Let's say that. Okay. Now to this game, I'm picking the Commanders today. For one of the main reasons Midnight Rider said is that the Green Bay offensive line has been struggling, and the Commanders' defensive line have been on a roll the last couple of weeks, getting to the quarterback. And I don't see that slowing down today. I see them getting to Aaron Rodgers often today. I'm gonna do a big guy KG over under 6 sacks today. I'm gonna say right at 6. I'm gonna say they're gonna get to him. They're gonna pressure him. And here's my big call of today. Terry McLaurin, 10 catches of 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. I say that because that's Heineke's favorite target. Heineke's back. I think that it's like I said, it's a lot to unpack here. Are they going to take advantage of Heineke's mobility? Yes, you lose a little bit of deep ball, but are they going to take advantage of his mobility? And I want to see some read options. I want to see Heineke scramble. I want to see him extend plays. He's a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Is he as talented as Wentz when it comes to QB? Maybe not. But in the talent department and want to win and at heart, you can't measure that with Heineke. I think the team is going to be excited to rally behind him and play, just because he has that energy. So today, I'm gonna take the Commanders. I'm gonna say I'm with Bennett. It's like 24-20, 22-19. It's gonna be something around there. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout or anything. Hopefully the Commanders can get Gibson and Robinson going on the ground, control the clock, control the tempo of the game, and give Heineke some help so he doesn't have to throw the ball 30 times or something like that. So Commanders today, under I think it's going to be closer. I don't know if the last team touch is going to lose because you still got Aaron Rodgers over there, and he might be on mushrooms today too. I don't, but he can make things happen. He doesn't have Devontae Adams no more, but he's still Aaron Rodgers. But give me the Commanders today.
So you talking about looking out for a couple things. The one thing I'm looking out for is the Heineke Medicine Ball special, where he sets up the receiver to get whopped. So I think we're going to get 2 of those. So that's the only reason I don't have Trey having a big day, is because I think he might be on the wrong end of one of those passes. The guy I do want to look forward to today, and this is a Heineke special, is Cole Turner, the young tight end they drafted this year. You probably won't see him much, but in some goal line packages. But he fits what Heineke likes. He's a tall, I think he's like 6'6", tight end. So when we get in the red zone, he might get a pass or 2. I think he actually scores today. So that's my big call. My big shout is Cole Turner scores, and then Heineke throws 2 balls up to people and gets them smacked going across the field.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's all I see right now. And defensively, since we talking about sacks, you said 6. I think I'll take the over on that. I think you're gonna get 7 or 8 today. So I'll definitely see that.
I'm standing by my Packers today. Today, I'll be a cheesehead.
Is it really Packers or is it just Aaron freaking Rodgers?
It's Aaron freaking Rodgers.
Okay.
It's Aaron freaking Rodgers. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's Aaron freaking Rodgers. So definitely gonna stand by him. He's gonna pull this out. It won't be with ease, but definitely see. It's gonna be about as good a game as the Cowboys and the Lions. So that's what I got. So we're nearing the end of our show. We got any final thoughts, Mr. Ben? What are our final thoughts for today?
Let's see. Cowboys Lions. I see Tony Pollard going for 100 in that game. I know somebody mentioned Chubb leading the NFL in rushing. That's fact. He's 649. Next closest person has 619. Then there's after those two guys with 600 yards, it's a big drop after them. And let me see if I got anything else for you. Oh, Ravens Bucks. I think his name is DJ Duvernay, the kid out of Texas that plays wide receiver for the Ravens. I think he's going to get a touchdown today. I meant Ravens Browns, but Duvernay gets a TD as well.
All right. Mr. BJ, final thoughts?
I'm interested to see how the Broncos operate today without Russ. I just want to see if they play harder, if the team moves the ball better, because it's just going to be very interesting to sit back and see, because you've seen some visual cues on Broncos players on the sideline and offense visually frustrated with Russ. And, I don't know if they're trying to cover for us with he hurt his pec, he hurt his hamstring, this, that, and other. But we're going to see today, and we're going to see they play the Jets today, so we're going to see, how that offense moves and what's going on there. My only other thoughts is go Bills. We on a bye week, baby. We get to rest up and get some people healthy coming back next week.
So,
good, baby.
Fun fact on that Jets Broncos game, since it's homecoming weekend here in Washington, the Broncos quarterback is Brett Rippon. I think he's either the son or the nephew of Mark Rippon. So he's starting today. So if you play fantasy, I think this is the perfect day to take the Jets defense and see what happens, because
I just picked them up.
I did the same thing.
Just picked them up. Yep.
All right, Lady C, it's on you.
Oh, it's on me? It's little on me? Well, I'm definitely just ready for a good day of football. Of course, my team kicked off the week horribly. So, yeah. And like I said, like I said Thursday, like I was, pulling for the Saints, but I wasn't going to be surprised if they lost, and that's what happened. But we definitely want you guys to check us out on our other streaming avenues. We have Apple, we have Google Podcasts, we have check out your Sideline Junkies. Anywhere you can listen, Podbean, Anchor. It's like 20 something, 20, 21, 22.
Yes, and I'm doing our listeners this service, because I know KG has the list. I used to have the list, and I don't know where the list is.
Yeah,
I
we're
never
going to
find
definitely have
the list. Yeah,
he
been talking so much today. I would think he would have came in, popped back in, and here it is.
Oh, he was sick.
He's
sick.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Yeah, he's sick again. But I'm also gonna, before we close this out, I'm gonna take a moment to stand on this platform once again. Um, you know, Thursday I touched on the fact that this was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Um, you know, and with this venue, with this platform that I have, I'm very blessed to be on, so that I can get this message out, because most of our listeners are predominantly men. Um, we have a few angel of women, that actually know what the hell's going on, but you know. This month is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month, with the 27th being Domestic Violence Awareness Day. So, you know, let you guys know, just want to put this out there. Any man that is comfortable with putting his hands on a woman is not a man. And, for the women, if you're in this situation, you don't need to be in that situation. No one that loves you, that says that they love you, is going to put their hands on you in any way that's going to hurt you. So that's my tidbit, my little soapbox for the week, for the day. Uh,
Can I
but
add to that?
yes, sir.
Ladies, make sure that, and gentlemen too, if you don't never know when you'll find yourself in this type of situation, but know the type of code words and know the type of signs and to give, and for men, or and not even men, just other women, people in general, look for signs where you think this might be going on. A lot of people I know don't want to interject themselves into other people's business, because a lot of times, you end up fighting both the whole couple. They don't want you in their business, this and other. But look for the signs. It's different signs, and ladies, if you're in this situation, learn to give different code words and signs to different people that may let on to you're not safe where you are at home, so that um, somebody can at least try to help. You know what I mean? And then look, like Lady C say, it's you get in that situation and you feel helpless, but you just know it's help out here. Just got to take that first step. There's people out here to help you, and it's still good people left in the world. So, are you going to
And
stop?
understand that it doesn't, women aren't just victims. It's some rough and tough females out there that are, abusing men as well. And it's not just physical abuse. There's mental abuse. You and this damn cat. It's mental abuse as well. We just had a situation that I was involved in that I had to intervene. Um, and I literally had to fight a full grown man. So yeah, that's what happens. Um, so make sure, if you're in a situation and you want to get out, there are definitely ways to get out. You know, you call 911, hell, order a pepperoni pizza. That's their cue
Mm-hmm.
to know what's
Mm-hmm.
going on. Um, so, but Ben, you got something? You good?
I'm good. I'm just listening to you guys, man.
Gotcha. So, in for our boss BJ, man who pays all the bills, Mr. Midnight Rider himself, KG, who's been in the text window and sick, um, and all our other junkies who are out saving the world and on special assignment. This is our show today, and we don't do no overtime, guys. We are out of here. Deuces.